Hey guys, what is up? This is Quasm, and today I'm going to be ranking all 20 characters in Battle for Neighborville. So yeah, from 20 to 1. It's going to be kind of long, so sit in for the ride. Let's get into it. So at 20, I've decided to... right here. This is awesome. This list is all personal, so it's not just like on statistics or anything. It's just my personal use, what I prefer. I don't use Pirate very often, and I just don't think he's really that good. I mean, yeah, a full powered shot to the head is extremely powerful, but his health doesn't make up for his inability to, you know, do that much damage. I don't know, I'm kind of not getting bad gameplay here. And his R1 is kind of ruined. I don't remember what it was in Garden Warfare 2, but his R1 now is kind of bad. His L1 though, also I feel it got a little ruined. The health for it is so low that you can barely ever ignite anybody. And then the bird is okay. I think it's fine. On to the next character. So here in our 19th spot we have Rose, and I put Rose here because overall she's just not a very good character, especially since the previous game she also wasn't a very good character. But as a support role she does an okay job, but overall it's very situational. You have to be always in the right spot for Rose to be a very good character to be, and I just said be a lot. So the Enigma, which I just used, is an ability that speeds up people around you, but it doesn't really help that much because once you get out of it, you're vulnerable. It's kind of annoying. And here with Goatify, the range of Goatify is great, but it doesn't help that much because honestly, sometimes the goats are more powerful than the enemy that you just fought. And the other ability it's never really worth it, so don't use it. Alright, moving into our 18th spot, we have Citron. Now Citron really isn't my favorite. He used to be really good in the other game, in my opinion. But his general attack is... it's pretty good. But the fact that you can't shoot with your shield out is kind of annoying. And I think that the R1 ability is almost useless because you can't shield directly, and that causes you to die a lot, at least in every time I've used it. And the L1, it's just not a good ability. His roll is pretty good because it minimizes him, and the triangle attack does kill a lot of people, but overall I think he's just too fat and not good enough mobility. I don't know, tell me what you think down below. I know this is gonna hurt a lot of your guys' feelings, but I'm placing Imp at... what is this? At 17. I'm only saying that because 75 health is pretty bad. He can get one shot by a lot of different things in the game, and I just believe he should have more health. His double jump is extremely useful, especially you have the certain skills on to make it even more powerful, like I have right here. His R1 can get him into a bad situation sometimes, where he runs out of the ability to move, and in that case, can't move. I think the L1 is garbage. The rare occasion that it works while playing online doesn't make up for how long it takes for you to use it. So I just got an achievement there. And the mech. Now the mech is good, but it doesn't have that much health compared to the original, and it has a delay or a time limit, which I think is kind of bad. The R1 I never get to work. The L1 rockets, they're pretty good. I like how it works after you die. Like if you could kill or jump out and then use L1, it still works. I think that's a good touch. Yeah, let's move on. Next on our list we have Electric Slide. And I know that a lot of people who are really good at the game use Electric Slide and absolutely dominate, but I can't. And this list is my list. So the triangle ability, I would say, is pretty good. Getting around, not getting hit while getting around. I think you should have the ability to hold down the trigger to attack multiple times instead of having to press it every time. Or even make it a dual wield character, so your right hand is your right thing and then your left hand is your left. Picky things. The L1 and the R1 combined are pretty good. I think they can do massive damage. So yeah, kind of a moderate character. Let's move on. Here next we have Cactus. Now, Cactus used to be one of my least favorite plants in the other two games, but it's become one of my better plants. Still, not that good of a character overall. The R1 ability always messes me up. I always forget how to coordinate the attacks. Now, the potato mines, you know, that one went through the ground. Okay, Mr. Potato Mine. They're pretty good. They insta-kill a lot of characters, especially like imps. And then obviously the triangle, just like pirates, but I prefer the Cactus. I just find it more powerful. Look at 3 hits on a normal TV head, and then you die. So yeah, let's move on. In 14th place, we have the Scientist. This is the first zombie I played ever, I think. But the triangle ability, I think it's great having 3 of them. It's an improve from Electric Slides, in my opinion. And then the L1, I love it overall because you stick it to a plant. They're attacking you, but you're getting healed. It's great. And then obviously healing your teammates with R1 and increasing their maximum health is always great, just like Sunflower. Another thing I do have an issue with is the gun. It's like some weird shotgun, and it just messes me up because I'm so used to the original. But yeah, let's move on. Here at the 13th place we have Corn. Now, Corn used to be dominating the battlefield in Garden Warfare 2 because of his overall ability to thrash people. He could still do that, but I think something holding him back is the delay on his R1 is way too high. And then the triangle ability is hard to control, I think. I know that was pretty good. And the L1, I mean, it's good, but like compared to his other abilities, or his original ability from Garden Warfare 2 with the butter airstrike thing, I just don't think it really meets the potential it could have. I mean, Corn isn't bad, don't get me wrong. I use him every once in a while. I've gotten used to his new abilities, but I just think he deserves the medium 13 spot. So let's move on. So here, this will also get a lot of people angry because when I see online players, don't know what just happened there. When I see online players, I see Nightcaps and Electric Slides, and it's annoying. But I do like Nightcap. I think the invisible abilities really now a good like ability to the table. You know, it's different from all the different characters. Even their normal attack is different with the spore strikes. And then the L1, if I were to change anything, it'd be the L1. I just don't understand. I know you're invisible when you're in it. I think your teammates are too. And then just when you're inside of it as an enemy, it feels so weird. I mean, it's a cool ability, but I think it should be changed a little bit. And the triangle ability, gosh, this thing can destroy. But it can also leave you destroyed too, because you can't move while doing it. Whatever, but just walking around invisible, tons of fun. Yeah, Nightcap has to be one of those better characters. Especially anyone with a double jump immediately gets a boost, because it can help you so much. Yeah, let's move on. So here at 11, we have Super Brains. This is, I think it was a lot better in Garden Warfare 2. It's because I don't like the new attack. You have to charge it up, and it doesn't go that far. There's so many times where I think I'm gonna hit somebody, and it just comes up a little too short. Plus, I come into so many situations where his melee isn't actually better than his normal attack. And I'll go up to a Snapdragon, he'll just burn me, and I'm trying to melee him, and it's not working. And I feel like the melee should always outplay any other attack up close, except Chomper. Then the triangle ability is pretty good. I feel like it has a hard time coordinating with people sometimes, but other than that, it's a pretty good ability. The L1 can be good if you get on close to somebody. I think it should last longer. I don't know. R1, not horrible. I like how you do it in midair. Yeah, other than that, Super Brains is a pretty standard character. Let's get on with it. So here at spot 10, I'm putting Foot Soldier. I mean, he's the like standard character. Peashooter and him are the basics. And so I think, well, Foot Soldier is great, but the only issue I have is that we can't do the horizontal rocket boost that we could in Garden Warfare 2 and Garden Warfare 1, which was a great ability because I love just gaining distance. The R1, great, insta kills almost anything. And then the L1, also great. And I love how you can do your triangle and boost in the air and use your rocket at the same time. I'll show that to you in a second. And the L1 lasts super long. The Toxic Cloud lasts way longer than I thought it would. Okay, let me show this real quick. So you can do it in midair, which slows your aerial time. And you just come down with a big rocket. Who doesn't want to do that? Alright, let's get on with the list. So next we have Chomper. Chomper, I think, has been improved. The only thing I would change is the goop, because the goop is kind of bad. Just saying. I mean, it can kill. It does do damage, but I don't like how it's so stationary. It's a lot like, Foot Soldiers. I have challenges with him right now. But the burrow is good as always. Never been better. I think it's actually reduced the amount of time it takes after swallowing, yeah. And then the long range attack definitely makes Chomper a great asset, since now he's not vulnerable to long range attacks as much. Of course, it's hard to aim with this, 'cause it doesn't seem to be spot on, but other than that, I think Chomper is pretty solid. The spike weed though, I do love the spike weed. It gets a lot of kills in for me, but at the same time, I think they should reduce the amount of time it takes and allow you to have more at the same time. Like you see how it has 2 little bars down there? I'd like maybe 3. And then that would get Chomper a little more powerful. Engineer. Now, I personally never used Engineer in the other games, but in this, I think he's absolutely amazing with his grenades. They just do so much damage and can ricochet all over the place. Perfect for garden ops. I mean, he's literally perfect for garden ops. And he can make the boost pad, which I don't remember what his R1 was in the other games, but I'm glad they added the boost pad because it is definitely a powerful attack. The L1 though, I don't use it very often, but sometimes if you get hit by it, you're just so annoyed. It's gonna quit playing because it's pretty good. The triangle ability has got to be the best. Don't know what just happened there, but it allows you to have infinite ammo, and it's a turret. I mean, who doesn't want that? So you just, what the heck? It's flying now. So you just have like infinite shots with that, and this makes it even more powerful, especially for garden ops or graveyard ops. Sorry. Here we're gonna have Acorn at spot 7. Acorn is my spinny little buddy, but it's probably my least wanted addition to the game. I mean, I like the idea, but an Acorn has never been in a Plants vs Zombies game before. And usually they take games that are requested, or characters that are requested, like Snapdragon from Plants vs Zombies 2. But now they just have Acorn. Acorn's just there. I mean, it is nice because you get Oak Tree. I think the L1 is great. The sticky bomb that I'm pretty sure scientists used to have. It's a great ability. His R1, perfect for maneuvering. Great for this small character. I'm gonna show off the Oak real quick. But it is a stackable character too, the Oak. So you can get a bunch of acorns on top as treetop turrets. It can just devastate people. Now the R1, okay, is pretty good. It's great at just clearing a group of enemies. Yeah, there's not much to say about the R1. It's just good. And the L1 as Oak is even better. So, you know, it's just another upgrade. Let's move on. Here we have Peashooter, the number 6, which I was going to put higher, but then I realized he really doesn't deserve to be higher. This is my most played character, and I think he's absolutely amazing. I think he's been buffed a lot from the previous games. The only thing I have an issue with is his R1. I think should give him extra speed, but it doesn't. It did in the other games. And his triangle, I don't even use it that much. I don't even think of it as an ability, but when you do get to use it in a good spot, you do so much damage, especially to bosses or higher level heroes. Yeah, it's just great. And the L1, as always, perfect for clearing a bunch of enemies. But I have that like homing P ability on right now, so get a little bit of that aimbot. Alright, well, let's go to the next one. Number 5, I have 80s Action Hero, which I haven't actually used that much. But I think 80s Action Hero is a great character, just for any use. His different levels of power bring out a big change to any situation. And if you want to snipe, then charge it all the way. If you don't, just get a big shotgun blast to people's face. It reminds me a lot of the Wookiee Warrior or Chewbacca from Battlefront 2, which are also great. His L1, quite powerful. It's another maneuver ability, and it's a bomb. And the triangle, we all know how annoying the triangle is. You think you're about to kill one, and they use their triangle. Yeah, the R1, I know I just wasted it, but the R1's pretty good, especially against bosses, heavy enemies, because it can stack up to a ton of damage, and it's homing. Well, within reason. It tracks down people, not homing. Let's go to number 4. I have Sunflower. Sunflower was originally my favorite. Then it got replaced by Peashooter. I know. Sunflower is great. I think the overall attack is perfect. The R1, being able to just walk around and heal people without changing your attacks. Like, you can heal and attack at the same time, which is much better than Scientist, which alters his attack completely just so he can heal. And then the L1 self-healing is great, healing other people at the same time. It's a lot of health. And then the triangle ability, there's so many times where I can play like turf takeover, get on one person's turf and just annihilate everyone. One thing that I think does bring balance to Sunflower is the fact that she cannot heal while she's running. You hear that noise? It's gonna stop my run because it wants to heal. Like if I do that, see, I stopped running. Yeah, so I think that brings balance. Sunflower's a great character. Let's go to number 3. At number 3, we have Space Cadet. Space Cadet is great. I think, I don't know, they might need to, like, nerf Space Cadet a little bit. Not completely sure if they should, but the overall attack, great. It comes with a homing, and that's just perfect. The R1, perfect ability. It's just always good, no matter the situation. And the L1, it is kind of situational. Because certain characters can hit you in the air. You just don't want that to happen. Now the L1, I mean, it's good, but like, if you stack a bunch of people on top, you're just a big moving target. At the same time, you can completely destroy rooms. I'm always playing Battle Arena, and when I play that, so many people use Space Cadet and just shred through people. The R1 is good, but I think it could be improved a little bit. I think if it was higher up, it would be more effective and maybe longer distance or a longer time. I don't know, maybe those are just picky problems, but I think they would be pretty good. I'm gonna try to do creator. There we go. There we go. Our creator maker. Okay, well, let's move on. Is going to be, wait for it, Snapdragon. So Snapdragon is very, very powerful, and I think maybe he's a little too powerful. You get a whole team of Snapdragons, you've pretty much already won. What does that say? Alright. They reveals closed due to invasion. Alright. So, the L1 ability... let me just go for the normal R2. If you scope, I love the long range attack. I think it's great. And I have the thing that makes a wall of fire every once in a while when you kill somebody. The R1 ability, great. Especially for clearing out people, funneling them. It's just perfect for when you're playing turf takeover, you want to get into a room real quick. The L1 can do so much damage to people. And the R1 too, just burning people down. Like I said, it can outbeat Super Brains' punch, which is always a good thing to have. And the triangle ability, a homing missile. Who doesn't want that? I think, yeah, they should probably nerf Snapdragon. But he's just too good. Alright, let's get on to our number one, which you probably already know what it is because obviously there's only one left. That is my boy, AllStar. Like I said, this list is personal and definitely my favorite. I think AllStar has gotten a bunch of improvements. I think he's just a bit more powerful. I like how you can spool up your thing just by holding down the L2. I don't know if that was in the originals or not, but I like it. And the R1 is a great shield. It's not like Princess Leia's from Battlefront where you can't shoot through it, which is garbage, but like still, this one's good. And the Imp Bomb, just as good as it always was. The dash I always find useful, especially for knocking over opponents. And I find I'm out of words. But yeah, I just think if you walk into a room, you can completely demolish people. Use your L1, use your triangle, get in there, place that shield. They have to come and get you or break the shield. I just think it's a perfect defense unit. Perfect combination of abilities. That makes it a solid character. So yeah, that'll do it for this video. I hope you liked it. So if you did, like the video, remember to subscribe too, because I'm gonna post more content like this, probably more gameplay. I know I've been a little out of it lately, but there will be more. And turn on notifications if you ever want to know when we upload something, or when I upload something, whatever. Yeah, so see you next time. Bye.